Hi guys, Gavin Townsend here, the transformation guru. For the purpose of this video, to make myself look a little bit more intelligent, I'm going to wear my glasses. Not just that, I've been wearing them all day, so I'll get a little bit blind if I take them off. Today's video, the answer to a friend's question, my friend Brendan, who's asked, what are the benefits of intermittent fasting? Well, let's cover diets and let's cover this new age of intermittent fasting. Well, first and foremost, what is intermittent fasting? For some, it's seen as a window of opportunity to eat and a longer period to fast. If you look at the extremities of it, if you look at the likes of Ronda Rousey, the head of the armed forces in America, if you look at some of the Chinese and international athletes, they only have one meal a day. That's it, one meal a day. And in some cases, it's because they're able to control their blood sugar levels, know exactly what's going into their nutrition, and there's so much research where people are saying on one hand that it's not healthy to eat one meal a day, and then other people are saying you need to eat several meals a day, and everyone's conflicted. But from personal experience of doing one meal a day competing in a ketogenic state, I got to the most leanest and the healthiest I've ever been. And I've done all sorts of diets, so when it comes to comp prep, especially when cutting down, I've done carb cycling, I've had the 6 meals a day, I've had the 3 large meals a day, I've had the encouragement to take all sorts of things which I've declined over and above supplementation. And I do it the hard way, I do it the natural way, and obviously I'm not as massive as the other guys, but I know that my internal organs will still be functioning in the next 30, 40 years. So when we look at the likes of the world that we live in today, the Instagram driven world, the social media driven world, it's gone from looking at fancy magazines and looking at the front covers to now looking at social media and scrolling through what looks like constant perfection. So just to put your minds at ease, I know we're talking about intermittent fasting, but this is a subject that I'm quite passionate about. For most people, if they're in the fitness game, if they look shredded 365 days a year, it's going to be one or two things. It's either their full-time job and they're fully committed to the cause and they don't actually have much of a life and they fake it, or they're taking drugs. So obviously, to stay absolutely shredded all year round, it is bloody hard. And take it from me, I train every single day, and to be in comp stage, super shredded condition, I need to be doing 3 hours a day and be on a restricted calorific diet. Simple as that. So going back to intermittent fasting, obviously being asked about the culture of it, well, it's something which has been around for a long time, and it's always been perceived in society that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. There's two arguments. Yes, it is important to eat, but then is breakfast really the most important meal of the day? Well, actually, it is and it isn't. It depends what you're eating. So I always talk about quality of food as much as calories. There's a lot of trainers who just talk about calories. So yeah, you can eat this shit food here, that pizza there, that junk meal here, this candy bar there, as long as it comes into your calories. But the body functions off quality food. There is such a thing as damaging your digestive system and getting gastrointestinal issues as a result of constant pure nutrition. There is such a thing as fatigue, and there is such a thing as adrenal fatigue as a result of poor nutrition. There is other health issues long term, such as diabetes and whatever else, as a result of poor continued nutrition. So if you're eating healthily 90% of the time in a calorific maintenance or slight deficit, then you can be healthier. So what tends to happen is when most people diet, they tend to crash the calories and then they burn out, and then that's why they rebound back up. But in a sensible manner, I advise people to never be more than 200-300 calories below their maintenance, and try and get the extra calorific expenditure through exercise. And one simple way to control your calories is by intermittent fasting. So some people can do an 8-hour stretch. So basically they might start their first meal at 10 a.m. and finish at 6 p.m. They might go as far as having their first meal at 12 and finish at 8, or 12 and 10. That's a real simple way to do intermittent fasting. I've took it to the extreme where I've followed the likes of certain online physique characters and some of the best athletes on the planet, where I have done the ketogenic one meal, a large meal a day, and it was hard work. But like I say, I got into the best condition of my life by doing that. And for me, because I like my beer and I like my carbs and I like pizza, it's very difficult to maintain that all year round, but I know what to do to get super cut. So I'm happy to stay at the maintenance. In the moment, like this weekend, like in a few weeks' time when I've got photo shoots, I'll switch my diet up and great, I'll go bang, straight to it. Because I know what I'm doing. And then after that, I'll refer back to doing intermittent fasting, but in a more carb and more calorie-friendly way to maintain. If I want to grow, I'll just go way over the calories, and it's likely to this Christmas I'll be the pizza delivery man's best friend. But the point of this video is that intermittent fasting does work for people. There is a lot of science behind it. A lot of people would claim that it's great for human growth hormone increasements, it's great for testosterone increasements, it's amazing for men. It goes back to fundamentals of the hunter-gatherer mindset, that we basically hunted and gathered, and then we ate a load of food, and then we just simply fasted until we gathered and hunted again. For some people, it just simply it keeps things simple. If you know that's your window to eat, well, there's a limit to how much you're going to eat, and if you come in a slight deficit, say if your calorific requirement to just maintains 2,000, if you've only eaten 1,700 in that day and you've done a power walk and done the gym, yeah, you might be in a deficit of 500, 600 plus calories. So obviously you're going to lose weight. But it's when you're eating all the day, throughout the day, and you start your day with a sugary-based cereal, and then you have a sugar-based snack here, and then at lunchtime you're binging out on sandwiches, or you're skipping lunch and then raiding the cupboards when you get in and having a junk meal of an evening, or eating sugary stuff and alcohol, there's going to be an issue. And that's unfortunately the lifestyle for a lot of people I meet. So just by simply doing the intermittent fasting, choosing an 8-hour window, you could do 6, you could do 4, you could do the extremities like I've done, 1. But again, there's a lot of research stating that it has a benefit on human growth hormone, testosterone levels. It really helps with clarity. It also helps with fat loss and yada yada yada. But if I'm honest, guys, it really just helps with calorific counting and keeping things simple. You know what you're expecting. You're looking forward to that meal. You've worked hard all day. You've trained hard, and now your body's been rewarded. But for most people, I'd just say choose 8 hours, eat between that, and then make sure that the quality of the food is sound. So I'll go for moderate proteins, reasonably high fats, low carbs. Some people might prefer carbs over fats, so go reasonable carbs, moderate proteins, low fat. It's as simple as that. I'm Gavin Townsend, Transformation Guru, here in my studio in Redditch. If you've got a question, feel free to just simply inbox me on Facebook or at Gavin Townsend Fitness on Instagram. I will be doing more Q&A videos. I'm happy to help. It's what I've been doing for the last 15 years. So I've been around before most brands in the fitness industry, and I've done over 40,000 hours of PT one-to-one. So I kind of know what I'm doing. So yeah, feel free to send your questions in. That was from my friend Brendan, and thank you for watching, and make sure to hit that subscribe button on my YouTube.